The Kid Who Would Be King is directed by Joel Cornish, and it's a reimagining of the King Arthur story with kids. And Merlin guides them through this journey, and they have to fight the ancient sorceress Morgana. So that's the general plot of this movie, and it's done very well. I was very impressed with it because seeing the trailers of it, it kind of looked a little too kiddie, but like the action set pieces they have in that trailer, along with the special effects, I thought were like really well done, kind of like above the movie itself. And then I get from the library, I watch it, and I was very pleasantly surprised because growing up, I loved still love the King Arthur mythos. I mean, I've seen Excalibur, Quest for Camelot, King Arthur the Clive Owen one, and King Arthur Legend of the Sword with Charlie Hunnam, and all of them, different kind of levels of the King Arthur myth, and they do their own thing with it, and this one kind of takes it back to the magic in the sword and the stone, and it's really cool. They do the whole thing. Only those who are chosen may take the sword out of the stone. And what I like is the main kid, when he gets together his round table, it's his best friend, and they're both nerdy. They're kind of the loners. They don't really have a lot of friends. And the two people they pick, the ad, are the two bullies that are chasing them and antagonizing them, just making them really miserable. They're the ones they choose. And right off the bat, I really like that. I'm like, okay, that's a cool twist. And you have the one who's the cocky, smart guy, the kind of handsome, cocky guy. And he's constantly doubting him and tries to take the sword, but then eventually, he kneels and the kid knights him, and then from there, the plot takes off. And it's done really well. Like, it's a lot of fun. It's kind of like one of the biggest surprises of 2019. Because I wasn't expecting much. Like, I thought it'd be fun and kind of enjoyable, but to get more out of this, but by far the best character in the movie is Merlin. Oh, the kid they pick to play Merlin's hilarious. He's this tall, skinny guy, and all his magic when he does spells is just kind of snapping his fingers or like doing sign language, just like rubbing his head and stuff. Just really fast paced and zany. It's great. And they got Patrick Stewart to play older Merlin when he, has to go into like his true form. And the climax of the movie is actually really well done. It's this giant siege scene that all these army of skeletons and Morgana, who's a dragon, attack their middle school. They have to band together with all the other kids, and they have to fight, and they end up winning the day. I thought that was really cool. They do fun little twists on the Lady in the Lake, and like there's the one scene, probably one of the best visual scenes, is he says, "Lady of the Lake, return the sword to me," and he's in his bathroom, so he's got the water going in his tub, and the sword comes up through with her hand, the sword. I'm like, that's cool. And I would give it a solid 3. Like, go check it out. It's worth the watch.